Okay, so this is a quick tutorial about how to use Coulomb's law in a calculation. And so this is just meant to be an example problem to kind of give you a template by which to use to solve problems that are very similar. The first type of problem you'll see with Coulomb's law is a problem where you are being asked to solve for the magnitude of the force between two charges. So the example written above says you have two charged objects separated by a distance of 0.02 meters. Object 1 has a charge of 4.5 times 10 to the minus 6 coulombs. Object 2 has a charge of 4 times 10 to the minus 6 coulombs. What is the magnitude of the force between the two objects? So the first thing to do is to realize the equation for Coulomb's law is given by force is equal to K, the so-called electrostatic constant, multiplied by the charge on object 1, or Q1, multiplied by the charge on object 2, or Q2, divided by the distance between them squared. Now, Coulomb's law tells you that the electrostatic constant is always going to be the same number, and that's going to be 9 times 10 to the 9th power. The units, you don't necessarily know this, but the units would be newtons times meters squared over coulomb squared. Don't worry about the units for that, though. Just really concentrate on remembering this number, 9 times 10 to the 9th. And Q1 and Q2 are given in the equation. So really, once you're given this, you have to simply plug in the numbers and solve for the magnitude of the force. So here I can say that the force F is equal to, well, K is just always going to be 9 times 10 to the 9th, multiplied by the first charge on object 1, which is 4.5 times 10 to the minus 6th, multiplied by the second charge on object 2, which is 4 times 10 to the minus 6th, and you divide that all by the distance between the two charges, which is 0.02 squared. And so I do that, and my recommendation to all students is to first just multiply the numbers on the top line together. The reason I say this is that if you try to mash too many numbers into your calculator at the same time, you really increase your chance of making a mistake. So if I mash all these numbers on the top together, I get 0.162. And so on the bottom, I take 0.02 and I square it, and I get 0.004. So that's the first step I recommend. The final step is you take the numerator, you divide it by the denominator, and you get an answer of 405 newtons. So this here is just a way to solve for the force of attraction or repulsion between two charged objects. Thank you.